The best way to start a cold call is by piquing your prospect's interest within the first 10 seconds of the call, followed by getting them to willingly answer a few questions. Nothing else matters if you cannot pique your prospect's interest in the first few seconds of the cold call after you say, "Hello, my name is." Once you pique their interest, the next step in the sales process is to be able to ask questions to qualify the prospect. When you build a list of prospects that match your ICP, your ideal customer profile, the next step is to get them into a conversation. Once you get them into a conversation, the next step is to ask questions that will uncover if a problem exists that you can help solve. If you are able to establish that a problem exists and they would like it solved, your next step is to qualify them on what their role in the decision making might be and who else would be involved. If they are qualified with respect to the decision-making role, you then qualify them on what their ideal solution to the problem looks like, their time frame for solving the problem, and then qualify them on price. You qualify on price before giving the presentation. After all, if they can't afford your solution, they aren't qualified. So now that we see the game plan, which is prospect, cold call, qualify, what is the best way to start a cold call that will bridge the gap from the introduction, which is your opener, to the qualifying stage? How do we get a prospect willing to answer questions so we, the sales rep, can determine if an opportunity exists? The answer really is twofold. It's very simple. You have to first pique interest and then gain permission to continue the call. Now, how do you do that? You do that by using what's called the what's in it for them formula. It's very simple. The what's in it for them formula paints a picture on a problem, situation, or desired outcome in just a few words that piques the prospect's curiosity so much that they need to know more. When you learn how to pique your prospect's interest in the first few seconds of the call, gaining permission to continue the call is super easy. Here is one of the 3 cold call opening formulas that I personally use. Hi, prospect's name. This is Michael Pedone with SalesBuzz.com. We help outbound sales teams overcome call reluctance, and if I caught you at a good time, I'd like to ask you a few questions just to see if what we have to offer may be of some help to you. Would that be okay? Here's why that works. For my industry, I'm calling several categories such as small business owners all the way up to enterprise level sales directors. However, there's one problem I need my prospects to have if they will be a good fit. I need their sales teams to lack phone skills. And if they lack phone sales skills, call reluctance is not too far behind. So within seconds of the cold call, I've introduced who I am, my company, and delivered a what's in it for them message, followed by a gain permission to continue the call to action. Curiosity goes up, resistance goes down, and when they say, yeah, sure, I got a second, go ahead, I'm now safely on first base. When you learn how to pique your prospect's interest in the first few seconds of the call, you will no longer fear picking up the phone. You will start making more sales calls with confidence, and you can start it today.